also hope that you have gone through my previous video which states what is force and what kinds of forces we have. And in this video we are going to learn about there are majorly two kinds of forces, that are field forces and contact forces. And in that field forces and contact forces we have further many other divisions. Okay, so what kind of forces they are, let us know in this video. Okay, so you first let us know what are field forces and what kinds of field forces we have. So first of all, field forces is nothing but a force which is acting when the objects are at distance. They will be not in contact, but when the objects are at distance, the force will be acting in between them. Okay, so here in the field forces we have three types of forces here. First is magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. So here let us know one by one clearly. First let us know what is magnetic force. So magnetic force is nothing but the force which is acted by the magnets. So magnets have a special property of pulling the objects towards them, and they can't pull all types of objects, only few magnetic substances will be there, mostly they will be metals. So they can pull the metals towards them with their force. Okay, so here I have taken a bar magnet and few paper clips and two coins. Okay, so you can observe that when I am keeping the magnet here and spreading the paper clips over here, then what happens is, see how they are getting attached. See. So like that they are getting attached. So this is all because of the magnetic force. And now we can also observe that, see, so like that it can hold one paper clip to the other paper clip. And we can also observe that this magnet can also hold the coins. See here. See how nicely it is. So like this, these all are getting attached to each other. So this is all because of the magnetic force. Actually they all were not in contact. But when they are brought near, what happens? The force of the magnet is pulling towards them to get attached. Okay, so that is magnetic force. And let us know about electrostatic force. Okay. So let us know what is electrostatic force. So electrostatic force is nothing but when any two objects are at distance, and if any one of the object is got electrolyzed, then it tries to attract the other object for gaining the electrons. So such type of force we say it as electrostatic force. And let us do one activity. So I have taken one iron scale and few pieces of paper and a nylon cloth. And I think many of them, and I am going to rub it against it. And I think many of them have done this activity in your classes for fun purpose. But there is a lot of science in your games too. Just the thing is you need to know it. So I have done rubbing to the nylon cloth, and let us see. So here we can see that the pieces of papers are getting attached to the scale. So this is what electrostatic force is. So what happened to the scale? When I have rubbed to the nylon cloth, the sum of the electrons from the scale have been evolved out. Means they have been transferred to the nylon cloth. Then it is lacking of the electrons. So it tries to attract many of the objects. Means any of the object which is surrounding it. So sometimes we see that whenever we are putting clothes for drying in the hot sun, what happens? Whenever we are pulling it, we get some sound. Okay, some crackling sound we hear it. So that is also because of the electrostatic force. So these are the electrostatic forces which act when the objects are away from each other. Means when they are at certain distance. So next is gravitational force. So gravitational force is nothing but, now the gravitational force is acted by the earth or any of the celestial bodies. So celestial bodies means the bodies or the objects which are in the space, we say them as a celestial bodies. Okay, so they act gravitational force onto each other. Means that is a pulling force towards their center. Now I have taken an object. Now it is not in contact with the earth. It is in the air. Means I am in the contact with the object, but directly it is not in contact with the ground. But once I leave it, what happens? It falls away. So why is it falling away? It is all because of the gravitational force. Okay, so whatever object, whether it might be you or any other object in your surroundings, this board or anything, these all are standing on the ground. It is all because of the gravitational force. Because the earth is holding all the objects towards its center. It is pulling all the objects towards its center. So that we say it as gravitational force. Okay, so these three are types of field forces. Now let us know what are contact forces. Contact forces, I already told what are contact forces. That is nothing but if any two objects are in contact and if any force is acting in between them, that type of forces are called contact forces. And in that we have four categories. That is muscular force, frictional force, normal force and tension. Okay, so these are the four types. Let us know one by one. So what is muscular force? So if any force you are applying by using your muscles, then you say it as a muscular force. Now this book is there. I am able to move it up and down. Okay, so how am I doing it? By using my hand muscles. Yes or no? So again, if I am moving this board here and there, so how am I doing it? It is also by using my hand muscles. Okay, so these are the muscular forces. So here what you can observe, this book and I were in contact. Then only the force have been acted, or I and this board are in contact. Then only the force has acted. I just did not say that go away and it went off. It did not happen like that. So that is the contact forces. So next coming to the frictional force. So you apply some force, but there will be some forces which will be acting in reverse direction also. Okay, so let me take one eraser and a book. Okay, so let me place the eraser here and give it a little push. So what you have observed, after moving certain distance, it has stopped. But actually, while giving your force, what you have done, you have given the force, but it has to continue with the same force, no? But why did it stop? Because there is some force which is acting on it in the opposite direction also. So then who is acting? I am not acting that force. Then who is acting? The book. Because that book and the eraser are in contact. So whenever it is moving, the opposite force is acted by the book. That itself you say it as a frictional force. In other words, if we give any other example, now you will take a ball and roll it on the ground. When you are rolling it on the ground, what happens? After moving certain distance, it stops. Okay, so why is it stopping then? Because that frictional force is acting onto that object, that is ball, and it is stopping. That is some opposite force is coming and hitting to that object and it is stopping. And even if you are standing, if we don't have any friction, then what happens? We will slip away. That's what is not happening, because the earth which are in with contact, it is providing us the frictional force. That's why we are holding back to the ground. Understood? So this is what is that frictional force. And let us take them what is normal force. Normal force is nothing but it is just the opposite force acted for the gravitational force. Now gravitational force will be always acting to the downward direction towards the earth. But normal force will be acting in the opposite direction, that is towards upward direction. So why is it so important? Now I have taken the same book and the same eraser and now I am holding it like this or throwing it like this. Then what happens? Due to the gravitational force, it is going downward direction. But is it going inside the earth or inside the book? It is not going. So why is it not going? Because there is some force which is acting to the opposite direction, that is pulling towards upward direction. So that's why it is being held onto some contacted object. Even we on us also the gravitational force is acting, but we are not going into the ground now. We are standing still on the earth. So what is happening? There is some force which is pulling us equally towards upward direction. That's why we are able to stand on the ground. Not only any of the object which are on the ground will be having this normal force acted on them. So I hope everyone have understood what is normal force. Is tension. So tension force is nothing but a force which is acting onto an object in the both the directions. Okay, equally and opposite directions it is acting. So here I have taken a rubber band and let me pull it from the both the sides. Then what is happening? It is getting stretched and we can observe some force in the string or the rubber band. Okay, so what is that force? We say it as a tension force. Okay, so this is observed in that cases. Or else we can also take if we are having a roof and if we are hanging any object from that roof, then what happens? It will be elongated. So that tension can be observed from that roof or the string. If you are applying more amount of weight to the string or the object, then what happens? It will be breaking. Yes or no? So that's what. Why is it breaking? It is because of the force applied on the string from the both the direction. It is being held by the roof and also there is one more object downward which is pulling towards it. Okay, so by the both of the forces it is broken. And we can observe by the normal rubber band also. When we are pulling it hardly, what happens? It breaks. So that's what is the tension force. So I hope everyone have understood what are field forces and contact forces. And if you have any doubt, and do please comment in my comment section. Until then, keep observing and keep learning. Thank you.